Hi Flosstube, my name is Lydia and welcome to Flosstube number 26. It's been a while since I filmed my last video. I believe it's about a month ago. I wanted to do another update before we went on our camping trip, but I was so busy packing and wrapping all things up here at home, so I didn't have any more time to film a new Flosstube for you guys. I wanted to do a hashtag finish it already wrap up, but I'm sorry, I just ran out of time. I am not going to do a new wrap up video since it's been so long since I posted an update. So I have pictures of my finished projects up on my Instagram. And if you're not following me there, then I am putting the link down in the box below, and then you can start following me there. As you can hear, I have a little bit of a cold. After our camping trip, I had to go back to work for 1 week, and then my husband and I both work at a factory, 2 different factories actually. But they were both closing for 2 weeks because of a holiday. So I had to go back to work 1 week, and then another 2 weeks of holiday. But I had a cold when we got back from our camping trip. And here in the Netherlands, we have to get tested if we have one of the symptoms of COVID-19, which in my case was a cold. So I had to get tested on Monday, and I finally received the results on the next day about 4:45 in the afternoon. My test was negative, so I'm very pleased about that. It's just a cold. But I work only on Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, so I only had to get back to work for 1 day. And now we are back on our holiday, our second holiday. This time we're just staying at home. We wanted to do another camping trip, but we live in the north of the Netherlands, and here the whole COVID situation isn't as big as it is in the south. So everyone is coming here for their holiday. So we couldn't go anywhere else. Since we didn't make any reservations, we didn't know how the whole COVID situation was going. So we didn't make any reservations for our second holiday. So all campsites are full, and I don't want to pay 3 times the price as it would normally be for a campsite. So yeah, but we are staying at home and we are doing fun things from home with the children, and they also have to catch up on the swimming lessons. Our swimming pool provided some extra swimming lessons. Because they missed a lot, of course, during the... Well, we never really had a lockdown, but they closed swimming pools, etc. So they missed a lot of swimming lessons, and now they can catch up these 3 weeks that are left, and they can swim twice a week. And luckily for us, they can swim together because we received... At first we received emails they had to swim 4 days. So I called them to see if I could bring it back to 2 days and they could swim together. So luckily for us, they have to go on Monday and Wednesdays now. So this morning they had their first swimming lessons in this holiday. So I'm hoping they will catch up a little bit and they will receive their diplomas. My son already has his first diploma, but is going for the second one, which is called the B diploma, and my daughter still has to get the A diploma. So So that was a little bit of life update, and I'm going to talk cross stitch because that's what this channel is about. I haven't done much actually in my holiday. I brought 2 or 3 patterns with me, and I only stitched on one, which I'm going to show you later because it's a new start. Before I start, I am going to show you my fall fairy. I forgot to show her last time because I didn't do quite a lot on her last time. But now I catched up a little bit, and here she is. The lighting isn't very good. It's bright, it's cloudy, but it's bright outside, so I'm hoping you can see it. I can't even get her in the frame at once. Yes. I worked a lot more on the tree, the big tree over here. And I'm working towards the fairy. Currently at 69.92%, so I'm almost at 70%. Am I still able to finish it this year? Technically I can, but since I neglected her a couple of weeks, I have to stitch about 384 stitches a day right now. So that's a lot if you want to stitch on other projects. So I continue working on her. I'm not fully keeping track on her right now as I did in the beginning, because I just want to stitch. I don't want to count every single stitch I'm doing. So I'm trying to reach 400 every day, and I am able to since I have a holiday at this point, so I'm home a lot. But when I get back to work, I don't know if I can reach 400 stitches, because some parts are easy and you know, a lot of blocks of color, but some parts are really very heavy, so I don't know. I am still trying to finish her this year. I really do want to try and finish her, but if I am not, well, that's okay. Then I will finish her in the beginning of next year, and then I am almost done this year. So yeah, we will see. It's still a big goal, and I will try. So that's that. Then I forgot one project, I see. I'm not going to get it. It was my sunflower bookmark. It's still downstairs. Then I stitched a little bit on my, here it is, Love and Devotion. Oh, my full fairy is on 18 count Ada 2 of 1. Love and Devotion is this one. I already stitched the tigers, and now I'm working on the giraffes. And I have done a little bit more on this giraffe over here. And I wanted to follow the July acrostic, so I was aiming for 250 stitches, and I have done about 200, I guess. So I just stitched a little bit on this one, and I'm almost halfway done. This is the halfway mark, and then I have to do the other side. This is stitched on 14 count Ada, which is provided in a kit. This is a kit by Leonard. And it's I'm following the pattern, so some parts are stitched 1 over 1 and some parts are stitched 2 over 1. And then I stitched on my Great Hunting Dogs, which is a dimensions kit. This is a very old one. We used to have a lab like this one, So that's why I fell for this pattern. Something I really want to finish. This is also a 14 count Ada provided in the kit. And I have been working on the brown lab. I filled in a little bit more brown here underneath. And I started working on a little bit of backstitch. I don't like backstitching. I know it gives definition to your patterns, but I don't like doing it. Let me see if I can bring it up closer. So I'm stitching a little bit, just normal cross stitch, and then a little bit backstitch, and so on. It looks definitely a lot nicer when it's backstitched. So this is definitely something I want to continue working on and finish it. But I do notice that my taste in patterns has changed a lot. This is something I wouldn't pick when I was in a shop right now. Then I wouldn't pick this one. Then I stitched on, here it is, on my so-called cordon stitch. Some days we are not having the most summery weather. And some days we do. So when it is nice weather to sit in the garden, then I am mainly stitching on this one, which is the Susanna Lynch small sampler. I will show you the picture by Lila Studio. She also sells this one as a whole sampler, but I choose to do the small one, and I really love this one. This is the first one I started working with gentle arts words. So I am doing fine on this one actually. I started working on this vase, which is almost finished. I have to do a little bit of color in here. And I started working on the bottom rows. I started working on this flower over here. I have to fill in a little bit more red over here. And I started working on the flowers which are in the vase. And then I have to go back and put in another vase on this side. And this is on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha, and I really love working on this one. And yeah, I love how it turns out, and I'm planning on finishing it as a small pillow like this one. Then I also worked on my pandemic, which is in my homemade bag, project bag. I made this myself with cute strawberries. I actually made it for Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird Designs, a pattern I bought a couple of Flosstubes back. But I wanted to order some floss for it because I want to do the cold for flosses, but a lot of them are sold out. So yeah, it has to wait a little bit longer. But this is my pandemic, my long dark samplers, which I got for free. She provided this one for free for about a week, and I downloaded it immediately. I really love the idea of a chart called Pandemic. I also am stitching Seeking Refuge by the Scarlet House. I want to remind myself of these special times, and this one and Seeking Refuge are absolutely the best charts for doing that. So I wanted to stitch this one, and I had floss lying around, which I was saving for a long dog sampler, so this was absolutely perfect. It is Silks for You PR 147. Yes, 147. I will show it. Which is the brightest blue you've seen. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm stitching this on 32 count Murano in the color Platinum, which is a blast to stitch on. And this is how far I am now. This is my gorgeous needle minder. I am still waiting on my order so I can put those in my shop. And I am definitely keeping this one. I really like him. It's a heavy one, but it's so shiny and it fits my project so well. I love stitching on this. I am mostly just putting in 1 or 2 threads, and then you already see progress, and that's so fun. Even though this is a big project, because it needs a lot of fabric. But I don't have to get it finished this year. Although I am going to stitch 2020 on it. But that's just because it's the pandemic year. Then I also worked a little bit on my December in the Netherlands, which is charged by 20 pyramids. I got this at the Dutch Mania retreat in 2019. Unfortunately, this year we will not be having a retreat. I'm going to meet up with some Dutch Flosstubers in September either way. If it's possible, if COVID isn't going back around, but we wanted to see each other and meet up and maybe shop a little bit. But this is the pattern I bought at the 2019 retreat. It's because of the how do you say it? Because of the holiday Sinterklaas, and Sinterklaas is this guy. He brings presents to our children. He's sort of Santa, but we call him Sinterklaas, and I really love this pattern. It's very cute, and I also love working on it. And I have done quite a bit. I haven't showed this for a long time because I haven't worked on it for a long time. But I only had the 3 houses on top done here. And now I added one here and I added ones down here. And I started working on Zwarte Piet. And yes, I still call it Zwarte Piet. And I'm not going to explain that. That's my choice, my opinion. And if you don't like it, then so be it. So this is on 16 count Ada, which I hand dyed myself, and it has my let's turn it around a little bit, my Be Well and Stitch needle minder on it. This is definitely a fun stitch. Then I have a new start. We went on a camping trip, as I said, and I wanted to stitch Happy Camper by Laurie Holt of Bee of My Bonnet. And I really loved this when I saw it, and it wasn't available in the Netherlands. And at one point I was thinking, well, I am going to try and order at 123 Stitch. They were selling this one, so I ordered this. And since then I sometimes I order some things from 123 Stitch which aren't available here in the Netherlands. And I started this one also on 32 count Platinum Murano. But this one I am stitching with 2 threads over 1. And this is how far I got. Needle minder is also Mummy for sale in my shop. I almost finished the caravan, and then I have to go and put in the truck in front of it. I love working on this one, but I do think the 2/2 stitching on the Murano is a bit bulky. I am also doing Jack Frost Tree Farm on the Murano, which with 2 threads over 1, and I'm debating on whether I should start it over on or a different 32 count, or on the Murano but with 1 strand. So this is definitely a fun pattern. And I'm stitching this with the pony blacks I showed in my last video, I believe. I bought them from Iris Borduurt, which is a Dutch web shop, and she recommended these needles, which are pony blacks, and they are actually very nice to stitch with. So that's all the things I worked on and my new start. It's not a whole lot of things. Yeah, I only miss my sunflower bookmark, but I will show that to you the next time. But for plans, it's 27th of July at this point, which means it's almost August, and I am going to participate in Arbitrary August. The reason why is because I stitch a lot on my full fairy, and I definitely miss working on all of my other projects. I counted and I have 36 whips, which is actually quite a lot, and it makes me a little bit nervous to have that much, because I want to finish some things, and I would rather have half of those projects as a whip than 36. I have some quite large projects which I am not able to finish in a couple of days, so it makes me kind of nervous. I don't know if you guys recognize that, but I also have a lot of other charts I really want to start stitching, and they're just laying around, but I don't want to increase the number of whips. So I am trying to finish some things before I am able to start some things. To move ahead, I want to join Sampler September also, because I have a wonderful, wonderful pattern from Hands Across the Sea, which I really want to start, and some very pretty blackbird designs. But yeah, since I have a lot going on, I'm like, I want to bring that number down instead of up. So yeah, that is why I am going to join Arbitrary August. I made a tiny decisions wheel, and it's on my phone, so I am not able to show it to you. I'm filming this with my phone, but I want to touch every project this year. So I made a tiny decisions wheel, and every day I'm going to spin it, and every day I am going to stitch on a different pattern. Only pattern I left out of it is my Fall Fairy, because that's the one I should stitch on every day for just a little bit. Even though it's in August only 100 stitches a day, that's fine. It just gets progress, and as I said, I am hoping to finish it this year, but if not, I will finish it in the beginning of next year. So every cross is one. Every cross is a step closer to a finish. So I definitely want to stitch on my other projects, and I really miss them because I'm putting so much time into my Fall Fairy. For instance, my Farewell to Anger, I haven't touched it this year, so I missed that one. So I have 35 projects in my Tiny Decisions app, and well, August is August has 31 days, so I am actually missing 4 days. So I think I am going to continue working on it for a little bit in September, so I can completely touch every project in my decisions wheel. But I will see. I will continue, or I will at least do the 31 days, and then I will see which 4 projects are left, because my sunflower bookmark is almost finished, and I am putting in 1 thread a day on that one, so maybe it is finished before I even get to spin it. So that is just one less. I'm sorry. Well, that's actually it. I just have one question left, since I have 36 projects left in 36 whips left. I was wondering if you guys would want me to do a whip parade before I start the arbitrary August. So please let me know in the comment section below if you would like me to do a whip parade, or maybe do a whip parade afterwards. I don't know, but then you've already seen them, so I was thinking maybe I could do a whip parade just in this upcoming week. So please let me know. I'm going to try and upload a little update every day. I hope I'm able to do that, because it sounds so much fun. I've seen Erin to Martini Stitcher doing that in during Stitch Mania, and I really liked it. I was almost waiting for her to upload on which projects she was going to work and how much she'd done on the previous day, and so I'm thinking about doing that. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm looking at my notes, and I think I told everything. So I'm just going to see what you guys want me to do. I have the time, so whip parades are fun. So let me know. I hope you all stay healthy, stay safe, and I hope to see you at my next Flosstube video. Goodbye!